would today be a good one for you, or do you feel like you need to keep going to get a real good workout?
I'm just used to like really high intensity, like dripping, just going all out, balls to the wall, but this was a lot more concentrated. I feel like I got like just as much damage though.
So just so you understand this, when it comes to warm-ups for me, to me less is more. I just find that you're not gonna be just training for a year, you're gonna be training for a lifetime. And so the less destruction you can do to the connective tissue, not the muscle. The muscle's always fine. It's the connective tissue that you're gonna keep tearing down and breaking that doesn't grow as fast or recover as fast as your muscle. And so on the warm-ups, I know a lot of guys go in and they do 20 or 30 reps and they'll do 4 or 5 sets and then they're warmed up. Where we were just talking about, I'll do 1 or 2 or maybe 5 reps on a warm-up and really take it easy and just try to get to some heavy weight and then blast it. I think we all understand that you're basically one injury away from retirement, which is unfortunate when it comes to the bodybuilding world. One thing you don't want to do is start snapping muscles, because then that symmetry and everything is off, obviously. Some have moderately come back, but it's never the same. And regardless of how great the doctors are today, a snap bicep looks different, a snap chest. So just be smart as you possibly can. And one thing that I found is that anytime you're fatigued is the one time I don't want to push it. I would rather push it on the heavy set when I can move through it slowly and controlled, but if I'm fatigued and trying to do a rep out, it's a double negative for me.
Yeah.
And here's the biggest thing. I didn't really realize that stuff until I was in my 30s or 40s. For you guys that are trying to put on a lot of size and you may be older, that one set, good 12 reps, you youngsters that can recover, do what they're doing right now. Look at the time in between sets. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. So you guys understand this, we warmed up the elbows. Yeah, that's some shaping exercise, but it was more about warming up the elbows and get the body fired up. Now we're gonna do some kickbacks, which is a nice, especially if you have already developed arms, it is a nice shaper. So then we're gonna finish, which I know this is gonna be like foreign to you guys. We're gonna finish with our size builder, which is, I know, in reverse. But here's the thing, they're young, and the one thing they can do right now is shock the body. You don't need to be so locked into the format of what everybody says you need to do. Change that stuff up. So second exercise in, how do you feel the tricep kickbacks are different? Same, done this before?
They're different, I've never done these. It's a different type of pump, a different type of burn that I'm feeling in the tricep. I was feeling a lot of engagement in the traps and the rear delts when I was keeping the posture, relaxed the posture, and it was a lot more tricep.
It's amazing that you're taught one thing, keep the chest up, do this. It's not a chest exercise.
Right.
This doesn't even matter right now. All we're doing is triceps. And so you relax that took out that isolation around there and just focus on the triceps. And then the second thing is you're posing now, right?
Yeah.
So that pose is a hit and hold.
That's right.
And that's what I'm trying to accomplish here with us not just moving through the exercise, but hit it, hold, squeeze,
right,
and then continue forward.
Exactly. We keep it going.
Keep it, go, you're up.
I'm up.
We are finishing up triceps. 3 exercises. third exercise here is gonna be a slight incline tricep extensions. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you two forms. I'm gonna do an over-exaggerated form. For you guys that want to work more of the connective tissue or have that longevity, and the side effect of that is building muscle, you can try it like I'm gonna do. If you are trying to focus just on the one aspect of building the muscle and the strength, then shorten the range of motion down and do it like what they're gonna do. Ready? The way that all three of us are doing it, slightly different. Let me be clear. All three ways, 100% correct. Not one way, they're all different reasons, but they're all three correct. How many sets do you normally do for triceps?
Triceps,
Joseph?
15
15 sets?
Yeah.
All right, let's go another set then.
Yeah.
How many sets do you normally do for triceps? And does it change when you guys are dieting compared to when you're off season? For the workout?
I just go until they're dead, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't really count sets and reps. You feel it.
Probably like 25 sets.
Wow.
Five different exercises. I don't do less than 4 sets each exercise, so I don't know. It just depends how much I'm trying to die that day.
This here is only isolation,
Right.
primarily, yeah. But for example, I like to use the football bar where you grab it like this, because you switch up the wrist angle, and I'm much weaker. So when my power or strength stays the same, I know that I'm not losing muscle, especially when I'm dieting. So then I move on to the isolation movements, and then I'm trying to feel it.
Okay.
But I always start with a power movement just to keep that muscle density.
Nice, nice. So feels it, comes in with a kind of a game plan. Both of these aspects are incredible. Because the feeling it is just one of those things that it's like, if you got it that day, you got it that day. You don't have it that day, again.
Yeah, I mean everyone's different also. So you know your muscle structure is different than my muscle structure. So I
Yeah,
feel
yours
like,
is better. I get it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Way to rub it in a little bit on that. Thank you. So it's just a little change up on the grip. Now I'm going to do a little reverse action. Change the whole exercise up on this. So when they cup it, it's a real old school kind of isolation where it's just focused on the tricep. So you're relaxing everything else. There's nothing kind of flexing through the forms anymore. A couple different ways to do it. You guys, you don't grab the bar, you cup it. What's the reason for, what do you guys find that you like about cupping it relative to grabbing it?
Because I feel like the pressure is on my bone, so it's not wobbly. I have the stability to just push through. And if I would grab it like this, I would be too much distracted by stabilizing. Yeah, but then I'm locked in and I just do the movement.
Takes off the activation in the forearms for me personally. I feel like everything is just, yeah, like you said, just on the grip and not on the, or it's on the palm, not on the fingers. And so I feel it all on the tricep instead of on my forearm, trying to hold on to it.